Wow.
We're just delayed.
Hey! Can anybody hear us?
So we're just doing the modern thing these days, and they're on the phone. I'm just texting Renee, just saying hi.
Hey, Teau.
All that sort of stuff.
Are you coming on?
Yeah. How's everybody's day? How was your Sabbath today, people? Let us know. Message us, write into us.
Let us know how your Sabbath went.
Yeah.
Teau?
Mine was. I'm gonna be honest.
Please.
I'll be honest.
That is the only thing I want you to be.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I was tired today.
Yes.
I was tired of running around the church today.
Yep.
It's hard when you gotta run because we are part of the tech team, and it's hard when you gotta do the tech team, and then you gotta organize people for welcome and the prayer, and the offering and everything else. You gotta organize everybody else.
It's a lot.
That was very tiring.
Yeah.
Very tiring. But I went home, right, and I said to her, and my wife and I were having lunch, and we were having a chat, and I said, I reckon I'll be a good elder one day.
Yeah.
One day.
Yep.
And then I said to her, Leonard's an elder. Yeah, and Leonard and I have been working. We work pretty good together. It's like ebony and ivory.
Okay, I need another reference. I'm not sure what that one was.
It's like Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen.
Again.
It's like Shaq and Kobe.
Don't know.
Oh man, who was gonna pick on? Here we go. Like salt and pepper.
Who's that? Nachos.
It's like salt and pepper, man. You can't live without us, man. You need us. But
Do you eat pepper with salt?
Oh man. Sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
It's very rarely that I do. So I'll be the salt, and Leonard can be the pepper, I guess. But I don't say we sort of work pretty good together, and we like that since we started the tech team, and we're always here.
Yeah.
Leonard's an elder. I'm not saying make me an elder now. I'm just saying one day.
Yeah.
If an elder is meant to run the church when the pastor's not in town, if that's one of the requirements, then I think.
Then sign this guy up.
Dotted line, man. Dotted line.
On the dotted line.
2025, okay?
Super grateful for what you guys do. I have to say, I know that's so true. I'm here every second week, so I'm not as heavily involved as you are, but yeah, you guys, Josie and Leonard definitely make the dynamic team.
But we are still a team.
Yeah.
We're still a team. Like, even when you do come down every fortnight, like, when do you go home? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're here till we go home. And pretty much, like, when you work like that with guys that you're comfortable with, it becomes like a good working environment.
It's fun. It's fun to come to church and work with you guys. So
especially when you get to make plans for the evening. If you don't have plans every time Renee is here, I'm telling you, ring her, because she's never got plans for Saturday night.
We'll have plans.
Right? If you've got nothing, ring her. You're either gonna have something to eat and a chill. Mainly, it's mainly just hanging out.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, and that's what we like to do. Even though we're here at church, there's no one here really, but we just like to chill out.
Yeah, man.
Leonard's on the piano, and we're talking, we're chatting, and it's just that environment that you want to be in.
Yes. Yeah.
Pretty much. So if you want to join the tech team, come.
Come join the team. Just contact Pastor Matt or Teau or Leonard.
Or Renee. It doesn't really matter. But if you want to join the team, come join the team.
Yeah.
We'll love more people on the team.
Yes, indeed.
We are glad to teach. We are both glad to vacate our seat on this program as well.
Please, yeah.
I still want to get your sisters in here though.
Oh yes, my little sisters.
The comedians.
Yeah.
I love it when they do their homework. That's good. So my Sabbath today was okay. It wasn't the best. But then again, I can't complain.
Yeah.
Because God woke me up this morning.
Yeah.
He could have said to you, time for you to come home.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have woken up, so.
But that's real, some days aren't the best and some days are.
Yeah, like they say, you got to take it on the chin.
Yeah, it is what it is. That's real life, actually. And what makes life so enjoyable, so good, is that you have moments of Man. And then you have some great moments that you're like,
Yeah.
wow, that was weird. Also, one of the great moments I had was last night where we had our Friday night 12:40 worship with the youth. Woo!
It's gone to the point where I really enjoy
Yeah.
and looking forward to the youth.
Yeah.
Now that we've got Zoom every other week when Renee's not here. So last week we had a dress up. So you have to come dressed up to the youth Zooms.
Yes. What did you dress up as?
I forgot what, that's right. So I was Potiphar.
Oh.
No, I wasn't. Leonard got it right.
Were you Potiphar's wife?
Could have been. With a beard. I was Pontius Pilate.
Oh.
Because we had to give a clue of who we were. Naomi had one, right?
Yes,
And
Naomi. Woo.
I sort of figured out who she would have been, but then when she pulled out her teddy bear and put it in the basket, I was like, gotcha.
Was that Miriam or Moses' mother?
Moses' mum.
Mom, yes.
And then
Jochebed?
I forgot.
The sister.
Oh, the sister put him in the water.
Okay.
And then you know what the other one was?
Okay, yeah.
Josie came dressed up as pretty much the same character.
Who?
Josie.
Okay.
Right? But she ended up being the Pharaoh's daughter.
Oh, the one who found
Moses.
the baby.
So she had her
Look at
basket,
that.
she had her teddy bear,
That-
all dressed up and everything else. So I was like, these two are like talking in their minds. This is who I'm going
They're
as.
linked. They're connected.
Yeah,
I
man.
love that. See, that's what happens when you come to you worship.
It was good. It was really good. But I'm enjoying the 1240 youth. They look forward to it too. Like even when we're messaging, and even if we just send text messages, you know, and just remind them of what's going on, they get really excited. I get excited. And obviously we've got big plans for the youth at our church.
I think what my favorite part is connecting with them, connecting with the youth, but also studying the Bible with them, learning about God, and they have a lot to share. I love studying the Bible with people because they share their different perspectives. Like I read something and I read something and I get something out of it. But when I ask the youth certain questions, they come up with different perspectives that really help me see God in a I would say in a different way, but it completes my picture of God even more. So like we're putting all our puzzle pieces together and we see God in a more dynamic way, you know.
Yeah.
So
And I've also noticed that, you know, when we first started, and you can see the progression along, they were very quiet.
yeah, they were. Yeah.
They wouldn't, like, you ask questions, they wouldn't answer the questions, and they were pretty much held back.
Yeah.
But this is the thing that one of the leaders in the leadership team said, we need to build camaraderie with the young ones.
Yes. Yep.
And through Messenger and everything else, we have built that camaraderie. Now everyone's got their own point of view.
Yeah.
When you have Bible studies.
Yeah.
When they come in, it's an automatic, hey, how you doing? Come, let's eat together. Yeah. So we sort of bring all that into the one environment in the youth. And when you sit back, last night I sat back and I said to myself, this is a pretty cool group. Yeah, they get along. Even the older youth like Jaden, Lenz, and all them. Likewise with them, they can mix with them easy.
Yeah.
So there's no barriers that we have to break down. There's no walls we have to break down. And I really enjoy their company when they come. You know, it's like you know their first name,
Yeah.
and they know your name.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, like Josh and Louie when they come in, say, hey boys, hey T, hey Josh, hey Louie. You know, so it's got to the point where we're comfortable with each other now. And I guess that's what we've been building with the young ones, is the trust between us and them. And we build the trust between us and the parents, because the parents come, drop them off, then they know where they are, they'll come back at a certain time, and at that time, they know it's finished. So we build that trust around the young ones. So yeah, really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Really
Love
enjoying
it.
it a lot. So to say, if you want to come join our youth Zooms, I will send a link to the Mandarin Church page, Facebook page, and obviously to our young ones in our in our messenger page. I'll send it, and it's you have to come dressed up as a Bible character. Doesn't matter who. Lenz came dressed up as one of the three wise men.
Oh,
but he had his brother and sister with him.
Oh, very nice.
To make it even.
Yes, it completes the whole.
Make it a complete set.
Yeah.
So did the other two. They come up pretty well. Jaden and JJ. They came dressed up for the events as well. So it was good. It was good. So hopefully, if you guys want to join us, come join us. Even at church, every second Friday, we're here at 7:00. We start with a feed first, and food it's not the most common denominator. I think when it comes to the Bible study, I enjoy the Bible studies, and they do too.
Yeah.
And you can see it because they think about it, they get involved with it, and the majority of them will give their perspective on the Bible study or whatever we're doing that day.
Yeah.
So it's great. I think we're working wonders with this.
I think
this youth group.
Yeah.
So we're doing So like I say, if you want to join us if you want to come.
Yeah.
But for closing Sabbath tonight, we just want to talk about something that's or something that everybody has pretty much. So the question is, what are you afraid of? What's your fear? What are you afraid of?
Ooh.
What are you afraid of?
What are things you're afraid of, Teau?
There's one that people don't get.
Yeah.
I know I can get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm scared of heights.
Yeah.
I can jump out of a plane and I can answer. So jumping out of a plane at 10,000 feet, and I'm scared of heights. But when I jump out, I'm fine. If I stand on the edge of a cliff, my feet, I'm like, oh. But when I abseil,
Yeah. I think it sounds like with abseiling and jumping out of a plane, at least you know you're not going to die. The danger isn't as high as actually standing at the edge of a cliff, because unless you have a rope around you.
Yeah, unless you got something that's protecting you. Or that's got you.
That's a very real risk, and I do think you should be scared if you're standing at the edge of a cliff, because you might fall, and that is scary, and that is not good.
It is, because remember that walk we went on? That you guys just went on to the Red Hand Cave?
Yes.
Alright, so I let them go for a walk, right? And then I went for a drive around the national park, just to have a look, see what's around. And I saw some interesting campsites and everything else. So I took this one road, and it took me to a lookout. Even at the lookout, fence and everything, I stood at the fence and my leg was shaking.
Wow.
I had to move back.
Yeah, that's a valid fear. Yeah. So
so-
other than heights, anything else?
Spiders.
Yeah.
And there's quite a few things. The one thing that I'm not afraid of, I'm not afraid. I don't know if everybody's different, but I'm not afraid of dying.
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm not. I know what the reason is. But if I was to die tomorrow, like every time we say a prayer, like God, if it's time for me to go, then let me know. Or if you open my eyes in the morning, then I'll continue to do your work. So He's been keeping me awake for a while. So yeah, it's just gonna point out I'm not afraid to die. If God says come, I'm ready to go. But there's other fears.
Not many people can say that.
Yeah, not many people can say that.
Yeah.
People, they worry about, who's going to look after my kids, and my wife, and my house, and my car. Yeah, I'm at that point where I would just give it away if God says come. But yeah, there's other fears, but I'm real scared of spiders, insects.
I hate spiders. I do not like spiders at all. I am scared of them.
Scared of spiders?
Yeah, don't like them.
Yeah.
Don't like spiders. I also don't like heights. Hate heights. Do not appreciate them.
There's another one.
Yeah.
There's another one, and I haven't done this in ages. So I used to go bodyboarding, body surfing, quite a lot. So there's another cousin of mine, Harry, and there's Esther, and there's quite a few of us. Family used to go body surfing and everything else. Well, one day we were in the water and I was on the board. And I was at Maroubra, and I was boarding, and then all of a sudden, underneath my board, there was a shadow. Ooh. The shadow was like, to me, it seemed like 10 foot wide, 10 feet wide and maybe 100 feet long.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I panicked.
Yeah.
I caught the first wave in.
Yeah.
And when I caught the first wave in, I was like, that's it. I haven't been in the water since.
Yeah, no,
And
I don't
being
play.
sense.
Like that's, sharks, all those creatures. I don't like jellyfish. I don't
Yeah.
like anything unfamiliar.
I'll eat the fish from the sea.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Delicious, but yeah. What was it we were about to talk about? Fear?
So in fear, like what's like in today's time, what's the things that we can, like, even at home, if you're watching at home, what are some of the things that you're seeing around today that people will sort of say, hey, am I going to struggle? Am I going to see this through? Like, what are some of the things that you can tell us here tonight that you're pretty much have a fear for or afraid of? Some that I can bring up with you right now, and there's a few people at work. They're afraid of losing their jobs.
Yeah.
There's a reason why, as you can tell by today. I wouldn't say it's a coronavirus or anything, but there could be a part of it. People are scared to go to work because of contacting this virus that's going around. So there's a fear of I don't want to get sick. There's a fear of I don't want to be in contact with anybody because of my health. There could be another fear of having a job, because a lot of jobs have been cut recently. Not saying that mine isn't, but mine sort of is, because we're moving towards digital stuff. So I think people find that fear of, okay, this is my field. This is how I make money. Those who don't have that sort of fear, they look to other options. How can I make money, or how can I survive without going to a 9-to-5 job?
Yeah.
A lot of people are scared because some with no job can't pay the bills, no food. So there's a lot of things that's happening. But what are some of the things that you can sort of let us know here that you can see that's happening? And mainly a lot of people that I know, they're finding other options to look after their family. I've noticed lately on Facebook, social media really, that there's been advertisements for digital marketing jobs or ways to make money online. And I think that's going to be the new norm. The fear here is those who don't know how to use that sort of platform, and they haven't been practicing it because they're more of a person-to-person sort of a face-to-face person. So what are some of the things that you can feel, even yourself, that you can see have changed people's thoughts or people's minds on things? Like obviously with church, not everybody would want to come back to church now because there's a fear of, or maybe somebody at church might have the virus. There's other things, shopping centers. Some are ordering online now because they got the fear of going into the mall to actually purchase what they really want, what they really need. So what are some of the things that you can see that's hurting our community besides the virus? Think about it, because fear is a pretty strong word. What are some of the things that you're afraid of? I was afraid of losing my job because of what's happening, but now I'm not. If I lose my job, that means God has closed one door, and then God's going to open up another door.
I because I'm coming up to my final year. I've started my 4th year in my degree, so it's my final year, but I finish next year during the first semester. And we recently got to meet the presidents of the...
Mr. Town.
We got to meet the presidents and stuff and sort of talk with them about potential job prospects as a future pastor and chaplain. And just the reality is that with COVID and with the financial it's somewhat of a financial crisis that's happening
Yeah.
right now all over the world. Job security is quite low, and they're not really in a position where they can afford to give more jobs. So that's actually that's a fear of mine, fear for the future. Like after studying for so long, after being out of high school for so long, I remember leaving high school having big grand dreams for myself and saying I can't wait to, finally get a job and I don't know, buy a house and all that kind of stuff. Like I'm coming to the end of that process, but with COVID, like there is an unknown future. And now, while we never really know the future, I mean, with COVID in the way, it makes future more uncertain, and that definitely is really scary. But I talk about this often with my family, with my mom, my grandma, my sister, and they're very encouraging. They constantly pray for me. They're like, Renee, don't worry, leave that to God. That's for God. And the thing is, what you need to leave to God is things that you cannot control, which is most things. We have this illusion that we can control the future, and we make choices in order to get a certain outcome, but unfortunately that's not always the case. We don't always know what the future will hold. So learning giving, like, I don't know where I'll be next year. I don't know if I'll get a job. If I don't get a job next year, what then? But understanding, no matter what happens, God has me. He's still on the throne. He is still king. He still takes care of me, just like he takes care of the birds in the sky. He can take care of you. So that's a whole moment. I'm still afraid, but it's a constant reminding myself, Renee, God's got this. God has got the future. You're okay.
That's right.
And you need to live in the present, because fear steals your present, and it can steal your future if you allow it to overcome and let yourself your mind.
And you're not wrong. That's how allow God to control your future. Whatever's happening today, it's happening today. But God's already gone 2 steps in front of you already. So whatever, like she's saying, whatever plans you have, just leave to God, like Jeremiah 29:11.
Yes.
Whatever plans you have, just leave to God. God's got better plans.
Yeah.
He's got plans that will not hurt you, but it'll make you feel a lot more better than you are right now.
Good plans.
Yeah. So if you're struggling with trying to maintain life, as in family life and everything else, there's gonna be a time if you trust in God and you give all to Him. Then God will give you that time where He's going to say, okay, you've worked hard. Now I'm going to make your path even a lot easier and a lot better. So we just got to we just have to remind ourselves that, okay, I'm stuck here. Let God take control, pretty much. And it's the same thing when I get stuck. If I'm doing something and I'm scared that I don't want to make a mistake. If I get to a point where, okay, I don't know what to do, usually, and it works, I'll ask God for guidance and for His knowledge. And maybe it might take a couple of minutes, because, it'll just come to my head like, okay, try this. I'm like, oh wow, I'll try it. So talking to God also helps the mind, because having fear brings, and I'm pretty sure it does, it brings anxiety, it brings all the other stuff that you don't want, because then you start to worry a lot.
There's a saying, you can create a mountain out of a molehill, because when things stay in your mind, they can just grow into something that just takes over your life. So it's important to voice your fears and talk to them about God and with people you trust, because often life isn't as bad as you think it is when you're in the valley of the shadow of, what's that?
Valley in the shadow of death.
Things
fear no evil.
Hey, come on now.
Pathfinders.
It says, I will fear no evil, because your rod and your staff, they comfort me.
They comfort me.
God leads us. And he comforts us despite, I just love it. Like, God, oh my goodness,
Voila. But like, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. Like, even in Psalms 23, we all know Psalms 23.
Yep.
Right, and it does say that, thou will fear no evil, because thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Like we're saying, let God take control. If you don't let Him take control, then you're going to find yourself in a big whirlwind and you're just going to go around in circles.
Yeah.
That,
You can drive yourself crazy.
yes, you
and-
can. You can, and you could, Australian slang, you can lose the plot.
Hey,
Um,
yeah.
So, yeah, that could lead down to that track.
Yeah.
And that's something you don't want to go down.
Yeah.
Even some of my friends who say, they're worried about this, worried about that. I'm like, brother, just take it easy. So, when they tell me that sort of stuff, then in my head I'm like, I'm going to pray for you as soon as I finish on my break. I'll go and pray for you. Even, I've got a friend at work, his daughter has a bit of an anxiety attacks and everything else. And I said to him, go home. Yeah, he's a Muslim. I said, go home. Yeah, pray with your daughter. I'll pray for your daughter too. But I said to him, this is what I want you to do. She feels sad now. Okay. From now on, I want you to try and make her feel happy. Because if she feels happy, she forgets about all that bad stuff. So he's done it. And he said, where to now? I'm like, just leave it in God's hands. And he's like, you're God. I'm like, my God, leave it in his hands. And now and then, he brings it up. He brings it up. Goes, T-Man, yeah, thank you for praying to your God for my daughter. Yeah, I really appreciate it. And I'm like, that's God's work. That's not my work. So God's got a plan for his daughter. And now she is like pretty much 3 times better than what she was before. Yeah, and he's like, can you keep praying for my daughter? I said, I'll keep praying for your daughter. I said, I'll let my God do his work and I'll do mine. But yeah, don't be afraid of anything. Don't be afraid of anything. If you've got God on your side, don't be afraid of anything. It's like movie stars. They got bodyguards, with them. Yeah, they feel safe because they got big muscly men, But what's going to happen to them if they get hurt? They're coming straight for you. God's different. God is different. He's your bodyguard, and nothing goes wrong. Nothing goes wrong. He always has a way to manage your fears.
Yeah.
And he helps. Just praying helps.
Yeah.
Talking to God, leaving that communication line open, it helps.
It's not necessarily just the practice of sort of you speaking. Well, it is partly that. It's good to get it out and externalize it. But the difference between prayer and, say, I guess, venting to your friends or family is that you're actually connecting with God. And God, a divine being who's all-knowing and who has wisdom and discernment, you're talking to that guy about your problems and your fears, someone who is greater than those fears. So prayer is so important to connect your heart and your mind with God so that you don't allow those fears to overcome you.
Yes, it is. So next time you feel that you need someone to talk to, just talk to God. Just close your eyes and just pretend you're having a normal conversation. With God. Vent out to him, speak to him, talk to him. He's listening. Like, there's a song that we wrote a long time ago, and we said in the song that God even listens to the prayer of a baby or the prayer of a child. And he does. He does. If he can listen to their prayer, he will listen to your prayer too. So just something to think about as you go through the week. We know we're living in those times where fear is everywhere. People are afraid to do things, afraid to go anywhere really. Don't practice, but when you feel in doubt, I think it is, you feel in doubt, just close your eyes, say a prayer. Even if you're at a traffic light and you're saying a prayer, someone beeps the horn, just finish your prayer. Don't get annoyed. Like, I haven't tried it yet, but usually when I pray,
Let us know how it goes.
usually when I pray, I'm driving and I'm talking to God at the same time.
Yeah.
And from home to work, it's about 35, 40 minutes. Yeah, and I always talk to God, or I'll put on some church songs, and I'll sing all the way to work.
Yeah.
That's my way of connecting with God.
Yeah.
While I'm...
Because God is accessible. So.
Yeah. So anyway. So thank you. Hope you guys enjoyed just a little bit of what we spoke about tonight. It's a topic where no one talks about it because some people feel that they're going to be manly enough. You know, oh, I'm not scared, but really, you are. Right? I'm telling you now, I'm like that. I could walk around like, even I said to my wife, "Oh man, look at these," and she's like, "No, yeah, you're still scared." You're like, "Yeah, I am." So don't be a macho man and think you can overcome it yourself. God will help you overcome it. So take that into the week, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
We've got opening Sabbath next week as well with Pastor Matt, and we got Pastor Renee. She's doing the We Are the Church next Friday night as well.
Yeah.
So join into both of them. I'm not too sure what time your one starts.
I have no idea either. 7.
That's all right. That's all right. It's okay. We'll find the time.
But it's 6. Sorry.
Yeah,
6
so
p.m.
Renee's got We Are the Church next Friday night.
Yep.
It's a South Pacific Division program for everybody from Australia to the Papua New Guinea to the furthest, I know it's not a word, but to the furthest island in the South Pacific. So it's going all over the place. And the Pastor Matt's, he has his opening Sabbath as well. And for our young ones who are watching, Zoom, Friday night, dress up Bible character dress ups. And tune into next week's sermon and service. God, this one's back again. She's back in for our service for next week. So hopefully you can join us.
Yeah.
So we can enjoy our Sabbath. But enjoy your week. Happy New Week to you all. Hopefully we get to see you guys during the week or hear from you during the week. Yes. We just got some special prayers going out first before we close up. Besides us who need prayers, so we've got somebody you visited today.
Yeah.
So that family, the Stain family, we just want to pray for you guys at this time as well, and we'll bring you into our prayers. One of our youth leaders, Naomi, she came in sick last night, so she had to go home after she brought the food. But if there's any other family who's out there who needs prayers, just send them in, and during the week we'll pray for you during the week as well. But right now we'll just say a quick prayer for those who need our prayers, and then we'll finish off with our closing Sabbath. Let's just close our eyes. Dear Lord, we come to you this time, and as we close our Sabbath this evening, we just want to bring into our prayer for this week some families who need you, Lord, and who need our prayers. We bring the Stain family into our prayers. Lord, you know the situation. You know what's going on. We just ask that you will continue to be with them and you continue to bless them abundantly, Lord. That you are the only doctor, you're the only physician who knows everything. So we just ask that you'll definitely bring them to our prayers and that you'll cover them with your love and you'll send your angels down upon them. Also, Lord, we just ask that you be with our sister Naomi, who is not feeling well from last night, but we just ask that you put your healing hands on her too. That as she goes through this week, that she too can gain the energy and strength that she needs. Also, Lord, be with us, be with our viewers, be with our church as we go this week, until we meet again next Sabbath, so we can worship with you once again. We ask for your guidance this week, that you go before us, that you drive us, and that any plans that we have for this week, Lord, we just ask that these plans are your plans, and that it will fulfill what you need done. So thank you once again, Lord, and pray all these things in your wonderful name. We pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, guys. So we'll see you later. We're going to go get something to eat. If you're hungry, we're not too sure where we're going yet because no one's here yet. Might be going to Rashays. Want to come Rashays? Come to Rashays. That's where we're going to be. Want to come chill out, hang out? Woo! Come. And we'll see you guys next week. Sweet. All right. See you later, alligators.
See ya. Peace out, Brussels sprouts.